JJ McCarthy was seeing ghosts real bad. Yeah, he is out, I think, I don't know how long, maybe 4 or 5 weeks now. I think they got a bye week 5 or 6. So we'll see if they keep him out through that bye and just rest him and roll with Wentz. Luckily, they got the Bengals next week without a Joe Burrow, so that should be a pretty good game and a winnable game considering they got a backup in. But it was a tough watch. There was some encouraging stuff from JJ McCarthy, as there is in most games for quarterbacks. He made some impressive throws, darting over the middle. But, man, he was seeing ghosts. Like, it was bad. Timing throws were missed. He was overthrowing players at important points in the game. Jalen Naylor on a slot fade. That could have flipped the game's momentum. Just missed it. O-line did not do their job. They're missing Christian Darrisaw. They were missing multiple guys last night. JJ was terrorized by that Falcons defensive line, which notoriously hasn't put pressure on the quarterback, but last night had 6 sacks. This is his second start. Trust the process. The Vikings need to lean on the run game and their defense to get things rolling like they did against the Bears. JJ isn't an exceptional talent at quarterback. We said that last week, Steven. JJ isn't the most talented quarterback in the league, but with a solid run game, with a good defense, with some weapons on offense, give him some time, trust the process. I think they can mold him into a startable quarterback in the NFL. And the last thing before you go here, Steven, he's got to use Justin Jefferson. He's got to use Jefferson to his advantage. Put the ball up, let a playmaker go make a play. You got arguably the best receiver in the league. Go throw it where only he can get it and let him make a play. Let him gain your confidence for you. Let him drive up the score. Let him drive the field. And you just sit back, do what you're asked of, and just let things pan out. I think the Vikings will be fine.
Yeah, so I've never been a fan of JJ McCarthy. I said it last week, but it's also a little too early to give up on him and say he's like this big Jamarcus Russell level bust. But here's the reality for JJ. He's played 8 quarters in the NFL. He's been atrocious in 7 of them. Now, if we're being fair to him, he can't catch a break. He missed all of last season due to an injury, and he's only played 8 quarters in the NFL in his first season healthy, and he's not healthy anymore. The guy's going to miss even more time, and he desperately needs reps. And if we're going to be fair to him, he's without his best offensive lineman. He's gotten thrown in the fire on Monday Night Football, now Sunday Night Football, and he had a kid this week. So a lot going on in his life. But, like you said, he's got Jettas. This should be a quarterback-proof offense. I saw Nick Mullins and Josh Jobs light up America with 350 yards with his offense. You got T.J. Hawkinson, you got Jones, you got Jordan Mason. You should be better. I'm seeing red flags with this guy. This guy might not be able to throw left. This guy has some mechanic issues. He has turnover issues already. He has sack avoidance issues already. But it is second game of his career. Now he's banged up again. You start worrying about like if this is going to hinder his development. I said when he got hurt last year, man, is this going to like hinder his development? Because he can't get on the field. He can only be in the classroom. And he's 22 years old. He's my age. At the time, he was 21. That's as raw as you can get. And now he's hurt again, and he needs reps. But I will say this, though, about JJ. I've always said this about him. I know some people don't like this take, but the guy didn't throw a pass in the second half at Penn State. I've always thought that was an indictment on JJ McCarthy. Like, if you were really that special of a quarterback, or if you were a first-round talent of a quarterback, you need to throw a pass in the second half. Joe Burrow had a first-round running back. Never in his life has Joe Burrow not thrown a pass in the second half. I thought that said a lot about JJ, that what he did at Michigan wasn't all that hard, and that what he put on tape in Michigan also wasn't all that special, and how they thought about JJ McCarthy. I never thought he should have went first round, but again, for me to victory lap JJ McCarthy after his second game and now he's hurt again would be a little premature.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steven. I mean, I never bought into the talent, JJ McCarthy, more the situation. I love situation more than I think I do talent. Now, obviously, you'll score your Lamar Jacksons, guys like that, who just come in and they are offense-proof. They're going to produce stat-wise, record-wise for your team, regardless of who you got around them. But a guy like JJ, you need to slot him into a good offense with a scheme that fits his game, like you do with the Brock Purdy, right? Last night, they could not get the run game going. Jordan Mason just wasn't getting going. Aaron Jones, he's a little bit older. You can't expect a whole lot out of him. and then you're leaning on JJ the passer. And you got Jordan Addison out. You don't have him back yet. Jefferson's not getting targeted nearly as much as I think he should be targeted. JJ McCarthy looked like a rookie last night. And like you said, Steven, it's tough. It is tough because he misses his rookie season. He's now missing 3-4 weeks in his debut year. You know how they always say, like, when you're learning how to drive, you can take the tests online. You can look at whatever you got on your computer screen. You got to get behind the wheel and drive around the city. You got to get on the road. You got to test that out. You got to feel what it's like driving. It's the same thing in the NFL. You got to take reps. You got to get on the field, and you got to get that chemistry down. And I think you've seen a little bit of progression for JJ. Like, he's missed some timing throws. He comes back. Maybe he hits them right after that. It's going to take time to get to that level, but with all these injuries, man, it gets a little bit concerning. But you know what? I do think it might be positive. They bring in a Carson Wentz who's a veteran in the league. The team is good. Like, the defense is good. Brian Flores is great. The defense can hold teams to 20 points. The run game, if they got their full O-line, can potentially get going. So maybe they won't be too bad with Wentz, but a little bit concerning for JJ for sure.